Chapter 044 Exposed? On the demon god altar, the demon god statue unleashed a sky-blanketing tidal wave of demonic energy, and a sudden catastrophic change unfolded. The Asura that had intended to capture Fang Han alive no longer cared for anything else. He launched a lethal strike without warning, his whole body turning into afterimages as he moved at an incomparable speed. Sharp, cutting palm winds enveloped Fang Han from all directions, stirring a violent gale that spun and tore at him just like a tornado. Violent gales howled and roared in Fang Han's eyes and ears. For a moment, he could not even open his eyes, and his ears rang ceaselessly. Under the Asura's assault, he was completely deaf and blinded. This was the Asura's true power. He was fully twice as fast as he had been earlier. Clearly, the Asura had only been toying with Fang Han in their previous exchange. At this moment, Fang Han finally understood just how vast and earth-shaking the power of 13 horses condensed in one body truly was. Air currents exploded continuously around him, stabbing pains prickled all over his body, and he had no idea which direction to dodge in. This is a demonic cultivation art, a lethal killing move, Wang demon slaughter. At this moment, the flood dragon Yin let out a sharp chant that resounded straight through Fang Han's mind. Whoosh! Fang Han felt a shadow of Yin appear in his consciousness. Yin opened his jaws and spat out a ball of bright light. This light was like an eternal aurora, illuminating all the darkness in his mind completely. His mind became incredibly clear, his thoughts translucent. When he opened his eyes, he saw the Asura's movement seemed to have slowed drastically, each shift an inch at a time, the enormous demonic claw lashing straight toward his face. Step on 7 stars. Kuei star kicks the dipper. Without the slightest hesitation, Fang Han darted forward, every part of his body, hands, feet, back, waist, hips, arms, shoulders, neck, moving in unison. Like the unbroken chain of the 7 stars, he flashed to the Asura's right side, drove his foot forward, and a flurry of leg shadows slammed hard into the Asura's massive demonic body. The Asura was actually hit squarely. His whole body jolted, and he erupted with a powerful surge of strength that sent Fang Han crashing to the ground. After falling to the ground, Fang Han curved his spine like a bow, twisted one palm and both feet against the ground, and slammed down. Bang, bang, bang. He used the recoil to bounce back up, just like a centipede climbing a tree, his sword thrust straight toward the Asura's eyes. You can actually react this fast. With your spiritual cultivation, this is impossible. A flicker of surprise crossed the Asura's handsome face, and he reached out with both hands to grab the ritual sword straight on. Yellow Spring True Vitality. Yan's voice rang out in Fang Han's mind once more. Right at that moment, 3 streams of yellow chi suddenly wrapped around the outside of the ritual sword. The 3 streams coiled around the blade like flood dragons, tough, powerful, and thickly knotted, pushing outward. When the Asura's hands grabbed onto the blade, he was actually thrown back by the Shakta. The Asura's demonic claws could crush steel as easily as tofu, yet he was knocked away by the yellow chi bursting from the sword. One could see how tremendous the power of this yellow chi was. So this is the magical power of a flood dragon? After Fang Han knocked the Asura's claw away with his sword, he immediately felt streams of yellow chi flowing across his skin, coiling around his body like pythons, binding to his muscles and tendons, granting him endless power. If Fang Han had originally possessed the strength of 5 horses, now with the help of the yellow chi, his strength had increased more than 3-fold, reaching the strength of 15 horses. Furthermore, his mind had been illuminated by Yan's magical power, and his reaction speed had also doubled. Fang Han knew that the blood cotton demon robe could be torn apart with the strength of 7 horses, yet this yellow chi was far more formidable than the robe. Magical power. This is magical power. The Asura had seen the magical power clearly the moment his claw was knocked away. He could not understand why Fang Han, a mere disciple, possessed magical power, something only masters who had stepped into the mystic ability realm could wield. Fleshly body has limits, magical power is infinite. Mystic abilities are infinite. Fang Han paid no attention to his exclamations. He struck like lightning, thrusting his sword forward. The speed of the blade split the air and even created a momentary vacuum. Yellow spring earth net. Yan's voice shifted tone. The yellow magical power instantly spread out, transforming into a large net woven like spider silk, wrapping around the Azura's entire body in an instant, leaving him roaring and completely unable to move. Yellow spring earth net. Who are you? Who on earth are you? The Azura's whole body bulged, extreme shock painted his handsome face, as if he was looking at a true demon god. But Fang Han did not answer him. His sword pierced straight through the Azura's eye, shattering it like a hard ruby, the tip sinking deep into the Azura's brain. After that, the threads of the yellow spring net, thin as gossamer, followed the blade deeper into the Azura's head, absorbing every last drop of his blood essence and all of his brain marrow completely. Wonderful, wonderful. And Azura's blood and chi is already close to pure yang, and his spirit is extremely sharp. We can refine this into a greatly nourishing blood pellet. Amid Yan's delighted voice, a blood pellet the size of a large rice bowl condensed in the yellow spring sacred river, its blood glow radiant and lustrous like jade. The quality of this blood pellet was more than 10 times better than the many other blood pellets they had refined earlier. It was clearly an extremely nourishing pill that could replenish blood and chi and strengthen bones and tendons. He's finally dead. I actually killed an Azura. The feeling of wielding magical power is truly wondrous. Fang Han sheathed his sword and stepped back, replaying the terrifying battle in his mind. Through this fight, he had gained a new understanding of his own martial skills, and had taken another solid step forward on his path of cultivation. This is my magical power, not yours. It cannot harmonize with your fleshly body. When you cultivate to the mystic ability realm yourself, you will be able to wield magical power far more skillfully. The flood dragon Yin withdrew his magical power. Right now I am equivalent to a master at the second level of the mystic ability realm, the true vitality realm. You must get me pure yang treasures to consume. Look quick. Fang Qingxue is already fighting the demon god's avatar. This woman is truly far too bold. If she loses, we will be doomed forever. Fang Han quickly turned his gaze toward the distant plain. Above the underground plain, demonic energy filled the air. Thick, dark demonic energy rolled and billowed everywhere, condensing into demonic blades one moment, and all sorts of demonic beasts, all kinds of bizarre, ferocious demonic apparitions the next. Fang Qingxue had 2 purple lightning snakes coiled around her entire body, just like the thunder god and lightning mother, driving back the demonic energy. Ha ha ha, ha ha ha. Disciple of Yuhua sect, what great courage you have to dare destroy my sacred statue. Suddenly, the endless sea of demonic clouds surged violently toward the center, condensing into a solid form. This solid form was a tall man clad in black, his physique almost perfect. His long purplish-black hair danced in the wind, and above all else, his eyes held an intoxicating demonic power that could suck a person's soul right in. This was the avatar of the demon god, sect master of the demon god sect, one of the 5 great demonic paths. The moment the demon god appeared, Fang Han felt an overwhelming discomfort in his heart. He almost dropped to his knees and prostrated on the ground, wanting nothing more than to bury his head deep in the earth like a head-in-the-sand ostrich. Demon God, your 7 malice gourd has fallen into my hands. Are you going to make a move yourself to take back your treasure for your subordinates? Facing the demon god's avatar, Fang Qingxue showed no fear at all. Her voice remained ice-cold, as if nothing in the world could ever shake her. The 7 malice gourd is a treasure I spent much effort nurturing, but it is nothing to me. The 7 demon emperors and 3 demon sovereigns have already signed a pact of mutual defense and aggression, and we are going to war with the immortal Tao. You, a mere young disciple, dare come here to destroy my altar and block the demon army. This is suicide. If I let you leave here safely today, what face will I have left? The demon god avatar's voice pressed down like a mountain falling from the sky. Boom! Fang Han felt the ground beneath his feet tremble violently, and cracks split open across the earth. The entire underground plain, dozens of miles in radius, was covered in fissures and collapsed craters. Worse still, the pressure of his voice came crashing like a storm off the ocean, forcing Fang Han to clamp his hands over his ears and press himself hard against the ground just to ease the agony slightly. He is this powerful. His might is as high as the sun and moon, as vast as heaven and earth, completely unopposable. Fang Qingxue can even stand face to face talking to him. How strong is she? Fang Han thought, his heart filled with utter terror of the demon god avatar's power. Because this kind of power was simply not something a human could contend with. If that's the case, then I will strip you of all your face, demon god. Fang Qingxue's voice was as cold as ice that had not melted for 10,000 years. Her white robes billowed around her, purple lightning coiled around her body, and the two yin-yang purple lightning snakes roared even louder. Suddenly, they grew antlers like a deer, sharp eagle talons on their lower bodies, and long whiskers sprouted from their jaws, giving them an ancient, desolate, age-old aura. Two serpents transforming into dragons. Your cultivation has already reached such a realm? No wonder that Boyang Tianqing disobeys even Ancient Tian's words for you. For the sake of a bet with you, he went to cultivate alone in the outer region heavenly illusion realm, not caring if he died. The demon god avatar's demonic eyes widened, and he laughed again. To be fair, you are truly an outstanding disciple among all immortal Dao cultivators. Take my move, Heavenly Demon Devours the Sun. As he spoke, the demon god avatar swung his broad sleeve. In an instant, the whole world turned pitch black. Black mist filled the air, all light vanished completely. It was so dark one could not see their own hand in front of their face. Fang Han felt as if the entire heaven and earth had been pulled into the demon god's sleeve, and the world spun around him. Everything spun out of control. Ancient Tian must be the pre-heaven emperor of the demonic path. His son, the demon marshal Tianqing, exchanged cultivation techniques with Fang Qingxue. Even though everything felt dark and spinning, a thought stirred in Fang Han's mind, and a strange emotion rippled through his heart. Pre-heaven and post-heaven, one clear, one turbid, dragon and snake rise from the earth, stars shift and seasons turn, heaven and earth reverse, 6 thieves of the mind, 7 injuries of the will. Break! In the endless darkness, Fang Qingxue's ice-cold voice suddenly rang out, as if she was chanting a long scripture. Crackle, crackle. 2 streaks of intense purple lightning suddenly tore through the darkness, shattering the chaos of the world, and a figure appeared in front of Fang Han. It was Fang Qingxue. Seeing your sister. Fang Han looked up and saw Fang Qingxue standing before him. Thick darkness surrounded them, but the purple lightning on her body drove away a large expanse of black mist. What was different was that Fang Qingxue's face was pale, and dots of blood dotted her white robes like peach blossoms. Yet her body stood straight and tall, as if no demonic art could ever break her will. Fang Han felt her sharp aura that could pierce straight through the sky, and an involuntary shudder ran through his heart. I have torn through the demonic mist temporarily. I am taking you away, any longer and it will be too late. The moment she saw Fang Han, Fang Qingxue grabbed him. Then she caught sight of the dead Azura on the ground. You killed this Azura? She looked shocked, her gaze seemed to see straight through Fang Han. What is hiding on you? Let me see. As she spoke, she slashed her finger through empty air. Rip! Fang Han's outer ritual robe and even his inner undergarment were sliced clean open, leaving his entire upper body bare, fully exposed before Fang Qingxue.